Welcome one and all. Namaste and a very good evening to each and everyone present here. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 Foundation's episode LC0233. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Our mission is to invite 1,000+ leaders and create 1,000,000 leaders. Every Wednesday, we come together from 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. on Zoom Live to gain insights from top management leaders like Mr. Padmanabhan today, and every last week of the month from authors. And once every quarter, we take it offline in different cities to network, support, and grow together. Because at Leaders Connect 360, we strongly believe that leaders create more leaders. Before we kickstart the episode, a quick reminder. Please keep your videos on, keep engaging with the guest and the panel discussion leader. First-time visitors, check out the WhatsApp, Facebook, and LinkedIn links in the chat box to stay connected and grow with us. Please welcome the guest and the leaders present here with a smiley and a thumbs up. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Hi, Raghu. Thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. Thank you. Hi, good evening. This is me, Dr. Aishwarya, a corporate trainer and 360-degree assessment specialist. And I welcome everyone on behalf of the Leaders Connect, the Mask Leadership and Bija trainings. I feel privileged in welcoming our guest for today's episode. And today's topic is quite interesting, leading multi-generational teams. Why is that so? Leading multi-generational teams is something every leader can relate to. Because in today's workplace, we collaborate with the people from different generations, each bringing unique perspectives, energy, and expectation. As leaders, our ability to understand, connect, and unite these diverse minds defines how successful we became. So let's set the stage to explore what it truly means to lead across generation with balance, empathy, and effectiveness. Now, to take this forward, I would like to invite Mr. Arul to present a formal introduction video for our esteemed guest speaker today.
Thank you, Aishwarya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for accepting our invite. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arul. With setting this high energy, I say the session is over to you, sir.
Hey, thank you. First of all, thanks, Arul, for getting me in. Thanks, Dakshayani, for trying to pull me. In spite of my trying to miss one time. I think you decided to make my life miserable by pulling me for the second time in. So thanks for the efforts. I think the team is very learned team. Whatever, I'm not sure whether the English what I wrote and gave, I am worth of it, but I will try to be as much as possible. Do a lot of try to do justice for the people who called me in, and for the people. I don't want to waste your time of 45 minutes in the evening. So it's a great effort. I think calling people every week. Sometimes I myself run out of agenda every day. What is that I should do in the office? So trying to pull up leaders is a good effort. Making people talk about some subject is also equally important. This subject is always a great subject to discuss. Time immemorial, we have been discussing this. We'll try to do see what best we can do. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, and thank you all. And this would be a great investment for us. And this topic is like from Gen Z innovation to Gen X experience. Today's workplace is a blend of diverse mindsets, values, and work styles. So, how are we going to lead and how are we going to learn? We are going to learn it from you, Padmanabhan. It's a very privilege, and we are going to invest our wonderful time with you. So, my first question is, how can leaders bridge communication gaps between different generations to ensure better collaboration?
Okay. Good question. I think a lot of critical words are there, leaders, communication, bridging different generations, and collaboration. I think, this working with multiple generations is not new to this, phase of the life. When I joined for employment way back in 1992, after my post graduation, that time also I had five generations, so I have to work with five generations of people. So but the maturity level, if I see those last 30 years, the kind of a maturity of my different generations have changed from a kind of a mindset of do what I say, okay, do it. Now, the things have changed due to the level of saying that think and do it. Okay, one of the thing which always I felt is my favorite author is Simon Sinek, and there is a nice book written by him called Always Start with Why. Okay, so the purpose is one thing which connects all the generations together. Okay, instead of telling how to do it and what to do it, which was possibly being practiced in the past, now it's always good to tell why are we doing it, what is the purpose behind it, what is the outcome of it. I think that's where people will get connected, and we should allow the how and what to be decided by the people who are part of the team. Okay, so that they come with their own way of acting. I don't think they lack any. I think earlier knowledge was with some set of people. The failures and success paths were only with some set of people. Today it's everything is available. I just came out of a call. Now they everywhere they talk about artificial intelligence. Click of a button, the knowledge is available. And never there were times when I filled up job description talking to people. Now today you use Meta. It gives a better job description for any role in the world. So knowledge is available in abundance. What is required is people, the perspective of different categories of people. That's why we work. It is not any great organization's interest. It's actually an organization's interest to understand the different perspectives of different generations, come up with the proper plan of action which can be implemented in a place where all these people are there. I think my personal opinion, to bridge people of different generations, is to start with why. Tell the
Right.
purpose. of any activity
Purpose.
or responsibility, then move forward.
Very well said. Like the purpose is what will actually sync everyone and to be on the same page. So very wonderful said. Thank you. So moving on, what practical strategies can help leverage the strengths of each generation within a single team?
Okay, so today things are changing. Okay, so how many times I have two daughters, and both of them are well learned than me. So how many times we have tried to give our mobile phones to them, to give it to them for do any kind of a maintenance issues, managing wrong downloads. So issue is not about the young or old or media, midterm. So I think we need to understand who has what skill. Play for the skill. I strongly believe in using people for the skill sets, not for the knowledge and experience. Okay, experience have brought in some skill set. For example, in the past experiences, I have failed 10 times. You don't need to fail 10 times again to find the right path. Use their experience to come up with the right path. Okay, that is how the generations can work together. I mean, it is important for us to understand the skill sets, and give it to them. Tamil, most of us, I think, are from Tamil Nadu. There is an amazing saying, from in Tirukural, which says, find out who is capable of doing what, give the job to that person, and get benefited.
Yeah.
So understand the skill set, give it to that person, and hire them for the skill set. That's what people are talking about today. You don't need, see, today all the engineers have become MBA grads. I'm not sure about people who are sitting here. So they have lost their. It's not that they have lost their engineering capabilities. In this process, they have picked up a lot of skills. Use them for the skills. I know. Dakshayani knows. Most of my managers whom I worked with, all of them are engineers. One of the guy was an mining engineer. Okay. So he did his MBA from XLRA and he was my manager. So what he brought is a different set of the way of questions. He provokes you by the right questions. And, so that's how he became a leader. Today, leadership has changed from telling what to do and rather than asking how to do. Okay, so ask questions, more questions, so that now people will come up with their own thought process. Once they come up with their own thought process, they'll be able to do what is expected out of it. I think it's always good to play for strengths. It is not the question of experience, knowledge, or which state are you coming from. It is more important what skills are required to complete the job. Give that skills to the right person.
True. Agree. I completely agree and I totally agree because being an engineer, I can understand. I'm an engineer and also a corporate trainer. So I can actually link like how we can link this with that. So I totally understand and
No, I know that you are an engineer. That's why I told this example, so that
thank
you'll
you.
be happy about my answer.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It is very much linking for me. So it's very easy
Thank
for
you.
me
Thank
also
you.
to
Thank you.
understand. Thank you. So how can leaders create a culture of mutual respect and learning among multi-generational employees?
So, yeah. So the respect is an amazing word. I'm very passionate about that. I worked for a company for a very long time, which talks about respect for individual as a core values. I myself have sacked people from the bottom to the topmost person. I have sacked my boss also. I have the privilege of sacking my boss for one moment, one time, and for non-compliance, for respect for individual as a value. Okay, so why will people respect you? By the way, okay, we need to understand. Suppose I respect Dakshain, I respect Arul. Why? Why? Because they bring in a lot of things which possibly I don't have, or I may have lesser. So they bring in a lot of things. So first, respect will start from what value I am going to create. Okay, please, we need to make people understand that everybody can bring a lot of things. So there is a saying, which talks about, if the project is a failure, sack the coffee boy. Why? Because he didn't give the coffee in time. So I did not think well. So the project I couldn't plan properly. So each and every person, and that too, we have been working in pharma industry. People may feel how important is housekeeping. There were times when the auditors came to an washroom and found it so lousy, and gave a non-compliance and walked out without doing any inspection in the plant. See, housekeeping is so important in a pharma industry, because contamination should not happen. It's a final manufacturing of product. So each and every activity is very, very critical. So first of all, respect that each and every activity is critical. So the security we don't respect, but Saturday, Sunday, he's a person who is taking care of your facility. He doesn't sleep. I have seen people, dozing off when they are doing operations. So each and every role is important. Without a proper, I always tell, how do you grow in a ladder of an organization is, if level 1, you need to know how to work in a MS Word. Level 2, work in Excel sheet. Level 3, work in PowerPoint. Level 4, manage all the three. So
And
you
now
need
adding to that,
somebody.
level 5, working with AI.
Yes, yes, yes. So you need to also have people who need to type for you, do some things for you. So Xeroxing, I always tell why MBA guys are standing behind a printer. So every time I said, boss, whenever I see people standing, doing something very little mean for the kind of an value creation, I said, why? So what I'm trying to say is respect. Whenever I see somebody MBA, I said, why are you doing it? Why are you not scanning it and sending? So digitalization in HR process was born from the perspective of creating respect for the time and the value for the education. So I think point number 1 is, every role is important in an organization. It has to be respected, and you can learn a lot. There were times, I can tell multiple example of mine. I learned a lot of things, my security guard. Okay, one time there was a cost saving from the water perspective. He gave me a small solution. Okay, standing at that time, the ramps were not there. Making the lorry standing on a ramp from the backside, so that the water will flow to the bottom place and you can collect all the water. So this is how he saved me that time. I'm talking about 2005 and 6. He saved me 10,000 rupees per month. So each and every solution is important. You would have seen multiple movies like Munaba MBBS and all. There is always somebody who is working for benefit of somebody. I think respecting the role, respecting the person's capability, respecting the value creation he brings to the organization or the team is very, very important. And once you start respecting, trust will build. Once trust build, engagement improves, and once engagement improves, delivery becomes better.
I echo your values, and actually the leaders connect and the founder and the members of all the leaders connect. They even respect each and everyone. Like not to your like when they enter the security to the top level management. I've seen that culture which is actually there in this forum. And when you're speaking about this, I just want to address this as well. And thank you so much. And truly, I respect this views and. Moving on, what leadership styles work best to engage both experienced and younger team members effectively?
If this mantra was known, I would have become a better leader at my younger age. I'm still trying to find out. See, while we talk about multiple leadership models, everybody's intention, going by the leadership model of the grid model, 9 by 9 is an amazing model. Everybody would want to be. That's always a moving goalpost. So task and performance and people. I think, again, I'm saying, if it has to be simply by meritocracy. I think Professionalism is all about understanding the merits what each people bring and try to manage them. Not and human beings are again. There are a lot of people in this group. They're all a great psychologists. Everybody, we say that each people, different strokes to different folks. So even training cannot be mandated commonly. The learning of the first bench guy vis-a-vis the last bench guy is different. So you need to create a differentiation. While differentiation cannot be on the perspective of indiscrimination, it should be on clearly on the purpose of what the value the person brings to the organization. Some people cannot bring, no problem. You don't need everybody. If you all understand Belleville model, everybody need not be a thinker. Some doers are required. Yeah, countries like India, we planned everything great. Examples of Note Bandhan, all these things, but execution maybe we are a failure. Okay, we are, people say planning is 80%, execution is 20%. That also we couldn't do properly. So each and every set of people is important. Leadership is all about understanding what kind of guidance, mentorship, coaching, buddying, all these things are required for different set of people. Give them the right, but net, the result matters. End of the day, we are in the business. Result matters. Empathetically managing people is very, very critical because we are playing with human beings' emotions. I think once you start understanding each other's emotionally, I think things will happen better.
True. Agree. How can organizations use mentoring or reverse mentoring to strengthen multi-generational teamwork?
There is no structured way, I would think so. So anyway, mentoring ke liye there is a structured way. Okay, reverse mentoring. If Dakshayani comes and tells me that hey Paddy, you need to listen to me, it will not happen. So she should also be matured enough to come and tell me in a manner I appreciate it. Okay, so first of all, reverse mentoring will see everybody needs mentoring for sure. And to be very honest, and very not that I'm a great leader, I'm trying to be one. A lot of things I learned from my team members. Okay, so the youngest of the team members have taught me very well. Even today, I have a person which I am not good at. She's very good at. Okay, she's a great thinker. She can put a lot of things together. She can connect with people and get things done. Like that. Okay, I think we need to, first of all, we need to appreciate. I mean, everybody has a kind of a gap in few things. Nobody's perfect, and human by design we are made imperfect, which means appreciation that we are imperfect is first point. And wherever we are not perfect, I think we need to use resources, good, bad, ugly, manager, peers, subordinates. I will not say subordinates, team members. So all of them play a major role in grooming me as a leader. Okay, so if I have been treated as a leader in this forum, it's all about my people who have helped me, my team. I am so strong as my team. If my team, that's why I'm a very lazy person. I always get the right people under me so that I am free most of the time. So that's what I do. I get
Good
the best.
strategy. I think we leaders have to opt for this.
It's very simple. See, I always felt A grade, level A, B, C. Let's say if I start hiring a B person, the B person will hire C person, the C person will hire D person. I always would want to hire A plus, so that the way he makes me, he will make me A double plus by his work. So intentions are very loud and clear. Our team members, our strength. We need to listen to them, we need to listen to them, or they will ensure that we are a failure. Okay, we cannot have a failed. We can have a failed team, not a failed leader. But successful leader is all about having the right set of people, and which means you need to listen to them, understand them, get mentored by them, get coached by them. The last thing I ask during a discussion is, how did it went well? How did it go? My last discussion after a meeting or a presentation of my boss is, I asked my team, what went right, what could have been better, how do I do it differently next time? So feedback is God's gift to mankind. Yeah, I always say, we always in our previous company, we say feedback is a right of an employee. You should demand. You should demand feedback. Okay. You should have the guts and courage to accept feedback also. Okay. So otherwise you'll say, no, no, it is not me. If you start telling that, then there is no point in getting mentored or reverse mentoring. Whatever, it will not work. Okay. This is what I thought. I think our teams are the best people to mentor us, and reverse mentoring, coaching, guiding, helping, everything. I think we need to take the person who launched this program, Aishwarya, said she's an expert in 360. Always watch out, keep your eyes and ears wide open. There are a lot of learnings around you. Each and every day is a learning. Okay, so I think that's what will make a great leader.
Yes, thank you so much, and you have added a great value to our small bank of knowledge. And thank you so much, and thank you, and over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you, Puja. That
So
was a
whoever
wonderful
I thought
discussion.
they will create problem, I pulled their names into this meeting. So intention is they will not ask me tough questions.
So you are indirectly saying Daksha would be the person, because I heard her
Daksha has
multiple
created me
times.
enough problems when I was there with her. So she will spare me this time. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much,
So it
Padmanabhan.
was great working with
Nice
her. We had
interaction.
a tough time. The time where we were together in that unit, that unit was undergoing a transformation. I think she was one among
Yes.
those young ladies that time who came and helped me do this transformation in that unit.
That's good. Yes.
Thank you, Pooja. That was a wonderful discussion you had. So thank you so much, sir. My biggest two takeaway is you have to clearly explain the purpose for what they are doing, right? So when the purpose has been clearly explained, everybody will do the things rather than as a task. And second thing is you have to find the skill sets of each and everyone. As a leader, you have to find out the skill sets of our employees, and we have to fit them in a right way. That was the biggest takeaway of myself, sir. Let us see what our participants have taken from your provoking thoughts. Now I invite Mrs. Daksh to ask a simple quiz to our participants.
Yo, I'm actually typing the question, Aishwarya,
Oh,
alongside.
you're typing the question.
What practical strategy helps
What practical strategy?
What practical strategy helps maximize strength across generations in the team?
Okay.
So the question is for the participants, sir.
Oh, this is for the
Yes,
participants.
sir.
Oh,
The
sorry,
participants.
sorry.
Yeah, that's
The
not a
Oh,
question is
okay,
question
for
for
okay,
you,
okay.
Paddy.
participants.
That's a question for the
Oh,
participants.
okay, okay. I was thinking that
Yes.
I thought I answered it. Anyway, you are
No,
asking.
no,
Okay,
yes,
good.
yes.
No, no,
Yes, so the winner of this quiz will get the book written by competency-based HRM written by Mr. B. Natarajan.
Yeah, he was my colleague sometime before.
Last week he was the panel discussions guest,
Oh, okay, okay,
guest
okay,
for
okay.
us. So
We did this session for my HR guys in the previous organization. Almost 40 people participated. This is an amazing program. I think it's very simply written, very neat and simple. A lot of times we take efforts to understand it. I think he has done a good job by writing this book. You know, he met with an accident, and
he
during
mentioned that
the period,
in this,
he wrote this book.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
So we got answers in the chat box, and do we
Yes,
have
sir.
any options, Daksh? We have any
Yeah, yeah.
options?
I'm mentioning the options as well.
Good. Please mention. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can answer. Yes. Let's see. Eh,
We're getting more answers, sir.
So yes, we got
Priya
answers.
Sandeep is the first person to answer the right answer.
Yes, congratulations, Priya Sandeep.
Priya,
You have won the book.
Priya, you won the quiz today.
Yes, you won the quiz today. So you're gonna get the competency-based HRM written by Mr. B. Nadarajan. And as a bonus, you can, as a bonus for winning this quiz, you can ask one question to our guest speaker today.
Thank you, Sir Padmanabhan sir, for those wonderful insight. Yes, looks like you have been coolly handling the Gen Z. That was evident from the way you coolly spoke here.
Do you have an Priya? Do you have an option? 70% of our population are, young. We don't have an option. We have to accept. I mean, I was telling my daughter who is in the teen. So lucky that you guys are not come to the office. Before you guys come, I'll retire. So it will be very difficult for the managers to manage you guys. The way it is very difficult, and their expectations and the mindsets and the mood swings are huge. It's very difficult for the upcoming managers, but anyway, God bless them.
Okay, sir. Actually, I was coming to that only. Now you look cool, but I'm sure there are people who are not able to accept that, like you said, accept and keep moving forward. I'm sure at your workplace, anywhere, there are people who are not able to accept, and there's definitely a gap. So, any one small point that's a big, question, but any one small point if you can give.
That's what I said. Instead of telling who is telling what, rather than understand what is being told, rather than who is telling it. If you are able to mature enough to understand what is being told. For example, if Priya is telling something, hey, Paddy, tomorrow onwards, wear a decent shirt. She's not telling for her purpose. She's telling possibly somebody would have passed a feedback that, my dressing sense is horrible. And she's trying to help me by giving a feedback. So instead of telling her, Priya, how can you tell me you are one of my minus fours in the organization? Rather than understand that she's telling for your benefit. So that's what I'm saying. Rather than finding out who is telling it, find out what is being told. Then it will be better. So that's what I would always urge people. You may not accept, not accept. That's a different story. But listen. Again, there is a nice book which was written by Marshall Goldsmith. What got you here won't get you there. Okay. So point number 16, he talks about passive disrespect. If you don't listen properly, this amounting to passive disrespect to the individual. So hear them out, listen to them, let them tell whatever. Finally, it is you. Don't lock any of the. What I'm trying to say is, tell them as and when you come to know something, they can do a nice job and come back to us. Is what I always felt.
Yeah. And I think mindset also matters. Being accepting and open-minded to their talents and.
Madam, you need to be successful. So if you don't keep open mindset, then what will happen? Like if you don't open up your parachute, you will fall down, die. You have to open up, open up your wings and parachute. Then only you can fly. So you need to understand. I think I have seen more failures, so I'm talking like this. So I don't want you to fail. So and more you fail, more and more you become more mature. Yeah.
You learn a lot.
To
Yes.
learn
There
the
are no failures, only learnings.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much for a wonderful session.
Thanks,
Thank you.
madam. Thanks.
Harry, I have one question for you.
Please, please.
Yes, yes.
What is one thing you enjoy about working with people from different generations?
One thing I enjoy is, a fun time here. Have fun. So I always tell them, you work for 6 hours. 1 hour you work for yourself. 1 hour you work for think for yourself. 1 hour you think for the organization. And still I remember, every Friday my office we have something called a 0 hour. I do not know, Dakshayani, you remember or not? So that time everybody will come to my office. They will keep discussing something very very differently, and we'll come up with some new thoughts. It's a 0 hour kind of a practice. I always felt I enjoy talking to people more. I enjoy talking young people more, because I learn a lot from them. Okay, so I the more I enjoy talking to my boss, the more I enjoy talking to my colleagues in my office. So making it light here, we should see we spend almost 9 hours in office. Why we should throw our weight saying that I am a boss, you are a subordinate? Have fun, enjoy, be passionate about whatever you are doing. You may not be successful every time. Whatever you little know, you do something. You are the best about it. Think that you are the best.
I thoroughly enjoyed the time during in the unit along with you.
Yes, in fact,
Learned
I
a
was
lot.
wanting to tell them, that 18 months I was there in Vizag was a kind of an painful period, but I enjoyed. I have not, there is no government office in that Srikakulam district which I have not stepped into. From the local police station to the collector's office, I have gone to every place. And one time I was sitting with my wife seeing a movie in Vizag. The collector calls me. I have to travel 3 hours, leaving my wife in the theater and getting blasted for the day. Okay, so it is fun. You need to enjoy the pain. You need to enjoy the pain. In bodybuilding, we say if there is no pain, there is no gain. You
Correct.
need to enjoy the pain.
Thank you, Daksh, for your engaging session, sir. I have one obligation, sir. What is the procedure to join in your things, sir? I feel I can sense you. I can feel
Yeah.
na how
Mm.
happy you are in working with
Yeah.
today's generation. Is there
So,
any opportunity to work with you, sir?
madam, you should have seen me the first 8 hours. You are saving me the ninth hour. Okay. Ninth hour is always like this. First 8 hours, I have my CEO sitting next to me. He traveled from US. So, there is always there. Enjoy whatever you are doing. Have fun. Create energy. Energy develops energy. We say, energy cannot be destroyed. It can be only changed forms. Again, another
Transform.
Exactly,
engineer
exactly.
told. So keep on changing your potential energy into kinetic energy. Very simple.
Exactly. Very
Awesome.
That was amazing, sir. But this quick note, now I invite Ms. Priya Sandeep to have a quick summary of today's session.
Thank you for those wonderful insights, sir. Just a little bit of summary on what you spoke. Generational wisdom and purpose, you have been working with multiple generations since 1992. You have worked across 5 generations, and the generational maturity has evolved, saying just do it. Instead of that, make it think and do it. And you also quoted from Simon Sinek's mantra saying, start with a why, because purpose unites all generations. That's one big mantra we can say. And yes, the AI can help articulate roles, but why we do something bridges all generation gaps. And yes, of course, you were talking about the younger generation. We go take help from them, right? When something goes wrong in our mobile phones or our gadgets, we definitely take help from them. So make use of their skills, what you quoted from Tirukkural. Find out who is capable of what, assign accordingly, and benefit. So that's very important. And leadership today is less about instructing and more about inviting contribution. respect begins with recognizing the value each person brings. That's the basic leadership, core of leadership. And every role matters, be it a small to big, be it a housekeeping in a pharma company like you have, or I mean, if a project failed, then they would pinpoint the coffee boy. So every small role is important. When respect is embedded, trust grows and engagement deepens. And about mentoring, also you spoke, and the 9x9 grid model emphasizes high concern for people and results. And meritocracy is the key. Give the merits, appreciate. That's very important. And empathetic management and clear value differentiation are definitely essential. Mentoring can be structured, but reverse mentoring sometimes is tough. Not so easy. Can not everybody takes it easily. And yes, at last you told about the leaders are measured by their teams. A failed team doesn't mean a failed leader. Appreciate first, use all available resources, and yes, that's the mantra. And of course, accept and ask for feedback after every discussion. Ask for feedback. What went well? What could be better? And accept it. Accept it. That's very important. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for all these wonderful insights.
Priya, you done a fantastic job. I think these are the skill sets which people don't do it. You know, we all studied comprehension, right? Okay. So in English, when we do study a big passage and write to in 200 words, today this is what is missing. That skill sets are missing today. Today we talk big English. We talk about elevator speech. 30 seconds. How will you impress your? What is all about? These are all about the old skills. We have missed it here. I think we need to go back to basics. My humble request to all of our managers and the people. No, we need to go back to basics. Okay, let's start again with basics. A lot of things we have forgotten. I think you have done an amazing job. Thank you so much. I would not have done a better job like you because my mind is always wavering. Okay, I think you put it in right perspective. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Priya, for your wonderful summary. Now I invite Mr. Arvind to propose a vote of thanks, followed by a formal thanking vote of thanks video by Arun for our guest speaker today.
So,
I think Arvind is yes,
yeah.
Arvind.
So, hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Arvind. So, getting clarity on what that we don't have a generation gap, we have a communication gap between people who grew up with the patients and people who grew up with Wi-Fi. So, first, let me quickly share once again the purpose of this thriving leadership community. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are a hybrid model leadership community bringing together leaders every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m., where experts in their field provide solution to real-time leadership challenges, just like the valuable insight we received today from our esteemed guest, Mr. S. Padmanabhan. Every last week of the month, we take a deeper dive into the knowledge by inviting authors to share insights from their books, helping us to grow as a leaders and lifelong learners. I extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. S. Padmanabhan, Head Human Resource, PA Health Science Limited, for his thought-provoking insights. Our wonderful panel discussion leader, Ms. Sri Aalekhya Puja, founder, Nexusframer, and author, Lifestyle Liberation, and our dynamic moderator, Dr. Aishwarya, 360-degree assessment specialist, for leading such a valuable discussion today. And now, as a small token of our appreciation, we present a special thank you video to express our gratitude. See you next Wednesday. Until then, keep leading and keep growing.